actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. Frank, as we watch the Web.com Tour Finals, anyone in particular you think could be a breakout star? Someone like a Keegan Bradley who jumped right out onto the PGA Tour and won the PGA Championship in his first ever start in a major.
Well, this player that I'm looking at right now, yes, and I mean you out there. Look at that. A prodigy since the age of 2. A lot of people in the golf world have just been waiting for you to finally get to this point. And, well, time for me to watch, time for you to play.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Needs a few more of those. That's a good birdie.
This time, I want to get some in the top 10.
Hole number 6. I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot, hitting through that chute to the fairway. Starts to open up, and then it sort of shrinks in again because of all the palm trees around this green. But very short par 4. So if you're good with a wedge, good chance for 3.
He'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green.
Good-looking shot right here. Good chance now for a birdie. That is an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Watches that one go in as well. Get to -3. Seventh hole here at TPC Sawgrass generally plays into the wind, one of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those 3 little pop bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. A bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee.
Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pop bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
Here we go. We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. Thought he made that. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
On the green with about 30 feet to go. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Well, you could see he thought he had that.
It looked in the whole way until the end.
That's good work right there. Just to tap it. Frank, this is just an embarrassing performance.
There's no crying in golf.
Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Playing his second shot with par 5.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, when you think layup shot on a par 5, you think it's easy. This isn't necessarily that simple, is it?
No, you've got to keep the ball to the right. Otherwise, those overhanging limbs on those trees on the left, they become havoc.
On the green in regulation. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just a couple of feet. That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo. So long for now. PGA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Moving into the second round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, you can feel the pressure building.
You certainly can, Rich, and I expect that we're going to see more of what we saw yesterday, which is some fearless golf. And these guys are playing for a PGA Tour card, and they're not backing down.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
In the fairway, shouldn't be more than 200 yards to the flagstick.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That is classy.
No chance of going in.
Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. Frank, you don't want to get too cute with that second shot here at the sixth.
I remember many a time, Rich, when they put the flag right of center. You try and hit it a little bit too close, those palm trees all of a sudden come into play. Hits one of those, that ball can go anywhere.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Frank, approach shot here at 6. Good chance to make birdie?
There is. You can almost cut this green into thirds. There's that front third, the left third, and of course the back third.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
With that birdie, moves to third place. Frank, what do you think of the seventh?
Interesting par 4 for two reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
Just a solid shot here at number 7, right where you want to be. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday, and another opportunity on the way. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. And who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. Young star makes his birdie. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo.